What's up, everyone? It's Yuko again. It's Friday, 12 o'clock, noon. Anybody eating lunch? Maybe me. I eat brunch. I I do kind of intermittent fasting, right? And it's working. And then I don't. That's why I don't eat breakfast. I used to eat breakfast at like 5 o'clock, not 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And then now I eat maybe 11, 10:30, 11, something, right? I feel better that way. Have 16 hours window not eating anything. So I will have a live with Tessa. Hello, Ellie. How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming. I'm waiting to Tessa to show up. I am pretty sure she's gonna show up. I send a message. Alice, oh, here you are. Alice, English been improving so good, right? We're so excited to see. Every time Alice says something, we're just like, yes, right? So nice. There you. Today's my special guest, Tessa-Marie. I want to hear from Tessa.
Yeah,
Like, I am very interested. Look at that.
my glasses is still a little bit for think I was outside. It's so beautiful.
I
was
know.
I was outside having lunch, and I
Yeah,
knew
me too. Yeah.
I had lunch in the garden, and I knew I
Nice.
had to come in. So I had the hose on because I like my lawn to be so green. So I'm
Yes,
watering it.
you're watering it.
No, I just put it on for an hour.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I sat in the pergola and I had lunch. Hi, Ali.
And
Hi,
Rosha too.
yeah,
Thank you
so
for coming.
I had lunch and then I knew I was coming in. So I said, I'll be there in time. So I told him.
Oh, I knew it.
So,
But I like, yeah.
and so how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for your time.
Right, right.
Yeah, the reason I asked, I I started a new series. I put a title is Mentor Me, but some people they're really overwhelming. But actually, I am you are one of the person I'm so curious about. You are very interesting, right? How do I
Yeah.
say interested? Yeah, I
Yes.
am very interesting.
Yes.
Like, it says, the Evans friend, David Meltzer said, like, be interested, right?
Yeah.
Then you are interesting. Like, I am very interested. Like, whatever you do, actually, it's so good. So
Thank you
I,
for the compliments. You humble me.
it's not a Sunday self-care today.
I
She-
know. So Sunday is a crazy show.
it is. It
You know,
is.
it's really nice, but it's so crazy. I'm getting water. So
Yeah, go ahead. Water is good. Yeah, so maybe I should change my name. This show name is Be Interested.
be interested. No,
Yeah.
no.
No?
That, no, you have to think as well. If you want to change the name, you have to think of something else. Be
Okay.
interested. You have to make it more than that.
So
So,
tell me, like teach me. I mean, I like learning. That's
example,
why I start new series. I want to learn from you guys. I
okay,
like
so you
learning.
have to say, you know what would be interesting?
Yes.
You go on a journey.
You go on a journey?
Yes, so everyone is, what journey is she on? So then when you come to the show, you go, as you know, I am on a journey.
Okay.
And my journey today is stopping to be mentored by Tessa-Marie. My journey today is to find out more about somebody else, I don't know, like Susie. My journey, the part of my journey today, or today Wednesday, and my journey is, as you know, I'm on a journey. So today Wednesday, my journey is to find out a little bit more about or learn a little bit more from. It's like you're walking through a journey, you're going on a trip.
Yeah. I love that.
All these interesting places, and you're meeting a seer, you're
Yeah.
meeting a wise woman,
Yeah.
and you said, today I'm going to interview a wise woman.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Or Today,
Let me rephrase it. Let me try it. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna start from today. I mean, what it's called today's Yuko's journey. No, I forgot.
you go on a journey.
You go on a journey. Okay. All
And then
right.
the title is You Go on a Journey. The
Yep.
first thing you do, you need to present it. You
Mm-hmm.
go on a journey. Welcome to You Go on a Journey. As you know, I am a person who loves to learn. And because
Okay.
I love to learn, I have decided to go on a journey and stop at interesting places to meet interesting people.
I love that.
So you can say that. For example, Susie lives in Indiana. I'm just saying that. So
Yeah.
she's going to talk to me about what is unique about Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will know about her state. Azim is in India. What part of India? And you just go on like this. So
I love it.
yeah,
You
well,
know, yeah. I will practice. I will
Susie,
practice.
Austria.
Yeah.
Because
Austria. Yeah.
you're on a journey. You're going to all these amazing countries. And you're meeting people and you're learning about them and their country.
That's it. Because I'm not physically there,
Yeah.
but my thoughts, like my, how do I say, not mentally, but it's there, right? To meet Susie in
Yeah.
Austria.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
author. Only it's not a book, it's a journey. It's a book, but it's not in a book form. So
yeah.
today I am in Austria and I'm visiting with Susie. Tell me, Susie, what you're having for lunch today. So you
Oh,
can do that. So you go on a journey. You're going to talk, like I know Faith, I think, is in Turkey. If you wanted to interview him and talk to him and say, hi, Faith, today you announce, I'm on a journey and I just got to Turkey. I'm meeting my friend Faith and he's going to talk to me about life in Turkey, about what he does, what he believes. So because it's on a journey, you learn things. On a journey, you learn things. Reading
yes.
a book, you go where the author has gone. So your followers now will be going with you on those journeys. They'll be getting to know more about these cultures. Everybody has a culture. If
Yes.
you say somebody from New York, I mean,
Yeah.
if you have never been to New York, Paris, or London, or Lisbon, or Morocco, those kind of places,
Mm-hmm.
so you go to New York and you could say, I'm going to Soho today for lunch. And you could, and that person would tell them, let's talk about Soho. What do you know about Soho? What about Madison Square Gardens? What
Mm.
you know, the actual High Park. So
Mm-hmm.
you get to know, but your followers know who haven't left their home is learning those things. So that's interesting. So
That's
instead of
so
calling
good.
it interesting, call it Yuko on a journey. And you
Yeah, I like that.
what you mean by that.
Yeah, I like that.
Remember what I said is you can look at the recording because you know
Yeah.
me, it come out and my mind will have gone at the night. I have to put my mind to sleep every night. It does not.
You just turn it off, right? Like, turn.
I was a I was a child. I had to turn it off.
Oh my gosh. That that's
And,
why I wanted to learn from you though. Like it's on my journey. I like learning from people,
yeah, but
right? And then you're amazing too. So
so sometimes you will meet somebody that is very mystical.
yeah.
And you can say, no, I'm meeting with a mystic today. Just that alone will get people in.
That word is so like
I
just
believe
something.
that comes with it. You know, today,
Yeah.
like Susie, for example, people
Yeah.
don't know that she's into stones and she's into chakras and she's
Yeah.
into different things. So that's all mystical, you know?
Yeah.
And it comes together and it creates that unique person.
Yes, very much. Yeah, she's very unique.
Then you find out about that.
Yeah.
And as I said, like with me, I don't see pictures.
Yep.
You see, as long as you said to me, you tell me one word, I can create a whole play out of it. I
Wow.
don't know where this ability comes from, but I've always had it. And I was fortunate to be blessed with parents that encouraged me to use it. And then I went to this boarding school, and those nuns taught me to expand on it. The nuns used to tell me, you need to ask your brain to be quiet so you can sleep. So I had to learn that since I was around 10. So that's why I write. So when you said to me, you want to meet different people,
Yeah.
learn from them, and that's what you said. And you said it would be interesting. So you were going to call it the interesting show, but that's dull. So
Got a little more Polish or like little like
polished, it just needed a little bit more bizarre.
bizarre.
So if you're saying,
Ah,
don't
cool.
call the interesting show, no one's interested. People are interested in what? What's going on?
Yeah, yeah.
Yuko on a journey.
You go
And
on a
I
journey. I love that.
show it's called Yuko on a journey. The reason
I'll
why,
make a hashtag. I love that.
yeah, so the reason why is I'm going to interview people from all over, all aspects of the world. I'm going to have them as mentor. I'm going to learn from them. So come on with me.
Yeah.
Because on this journey, you're going to learn about different behaviors, different cultures, different attitudes, different beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you writing a story,
Yep.
and taking them on the story. If you something like what Anthony Bourdain did, he went to all these places. So that's what you're doing. When
That's
when
right.
you ran, for example, you interview Rosha,
Yeah.
it's a brand new world. Rosha is only 14, and look at the art she produces. So you talk
Amazing. Yeah.
and you ask her, well, how does that come about?
Yeah.
What it is, what do you see when you look at someone? So this other person who doesn't understand art suddenly sees it. And what medium are you using? Like some people say, I'm going to university and I don't have to study. I never think of the word study. I go to your discipline because it's a discipline that you're learning. You're going to have to stay at it for 4 years. That's a discipline. What is your discipline? Art,
Yeah.
like discipline, science, medicine. That's a discipline. So it's a play on words, and I use words. So that's how when you say, "No, you can," and then you say, and it's almost like you say, "Come on the journey with me."
Sounds sexier. That's nice. I have to the
I
Tessa-Marie.
don't think I know anything that doesn't have sensuality in it. Everything I do has something sensuality in it. I sometimes I astound myself. I look at it really.
Like I said, I told you your words flows, dance,
Because
right?
the words I see in words, I don't see like if somebody uses a word, like if you give me a word, I can maybe create 4 lines in less than seconds with the words because I see the word and I like when I remember that story I wrote and I read it to you, the taste of the process of the journey. To enjoy the process, the taste of the process. Somebody said to me, but it's not food. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
taste food, but you are talking about tasting the process.
Yeah, yeah,
You're completely immersed in something.
yeah. Sounds more rich.
But
Like I can enjoy more.
even
Like,
if you're
right?
the journey called life, the more immersed you get into it, the more you're going to enjoy the process.
That's so right. That's so right. Yeah, yeah.
Because you're enjoying it, it now flavors your palate. It flavors your sensuality. It flavors your emotions. It flavors your excitement.
Yeah.
It flavors your mind. You cannot think of anything else because you are going through that process. And that is how I see it.
Yeah. I find it if I feel the word, right? Like I can learn better, it more connect. But if I just like, just walk all over the world, world, I cannot remember, but it's the best way to remember, best way to learn words. It's just I feel it,
Yes.
right? It's just connect with my emotions or.
So, and that is what people don't realize. You need to feel the process.
Yeah, yeah.
The process. And you cannot enjoy it if you're detached from it. You have to be.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
Like the exercise we did this morning and last night, and we'll keep doing them.
Yeah, I love that. Like I felt like,
So many people said, where did you get this from? But this is how I see life. I see life like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't skim the surface of anything.
So you just go deep beyond, like
It's
deep
dive.
down.
Yes. If I find I have to skim, then
Mhm.
if I cannot be all, then there's nothing.
Yeah.
I rather walk away than not put my all in it.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Just,
So
yep.
so when I'm doing something, no matter what I do, I give it my very best, and
Yeah.
because I come with that intention.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
you see me go on a live and just sit there. There is no way I can do that. I have to say something. I must,
Yeah.
because I can hear you.
Hmm.
Say something, I'm going to say, yes, I really do see that. I believe in that. I understand what you're thinking.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that is why.
Oh, I lost your voice. She paused a bit. That's okay.
I know.
What
You know what
happened?
happened? I had the water on the lawn, and the timer just went off.
Oh, yeah, because we're watching Apple Watch too, right?
Yes, so it's Apple everything, so everything.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
No, so that's how I see it. I don't know.
I
So
love that. That's why you are interested. Just like,
I am not interested. I am interesting.
oh, okay. You are interesting.
Interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a better way, right? Thank you for
Yeah.
teaching me. You are.
Interested is you being interested in something.
Oh, okay.
But a
So,
person that you find fascinating could be
yeah.
interesting. That type of thing.
Interesting. Yes, you
Yeah.
are interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, since I met you, I think my English has been really improved.
Do you know your vocabulary has improved?
Very, very much.
So the words you use and when you use them has improved. Like when you said just,
I try to pay attention.
that doesn't sit well with me at all. It doesn't bother me, but I just,
Yeah.
when somebody refers to themselves as just this, come on, you're more than just.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit. Just give me a little. They all
Yeah.
say that. Oh, I'll just take a little. No, you're not a little. You're
Just
bigger.
I think it's just more likely I started to notice like insulting myself.
I,
Put
I,
myself like small.
I think it is. Or when somebody calls and they say, oh, hello, Yuko, it's just me. No, who are you? Who is Just? What's your name? Just. Even if I know the name, I fool around with that. Like my friend, I was talking to her while I was having lunch.
Yep.
I was having lunch in the garden. And she said to me, I told my friend that if they
Mhm.
met you, you would not want to talk to her at all. I said, excuse me? Why wouldn't I talk to her? She said she starts the conversation complaining and she ends it complaining. I said, I would stop her in the middle and tell her, come on, let's fix this. So the friend
Let's fix this.
so I said to her wife, she said, well, one day I called her and she said, oh, hi, Jasmine, how are you doing? And I said, oh, my bad knee is bothering me.
Ah.
And she said to me, and you said to me, what did your knee do? She said nothing. It's just a bad knee I have. I said, what did it do? Why are you calling it bad? I said,
Yeah.
if anything, you are the one that made it bad. So,
That's so true. That's so true.
so
Yeah.
now she's,
Yeah.
so
You're the one made it bad. That's so
you
true.
are the one that caused it to be bad. Why are you calling it bad? So
Yeah.
she said, what should I say? I said, just say, you know what, Tessa-Marie, my knee hurts.
Yeah.
That's all. I said, you don't have to take it and beat it to the pulp and make it. I said that. No, she's telling me. So now she says her back hurts. So I said to her, oh, you're in bed from 5 in the afternoon. No wonder your back hurts. Well, I'm retired. I said, but you're not dead and you're not sick. What are you doing lying in bed at 5 in the afternoon? What's wrong with you? You're younger than me. And she said, oh, I don't know. You look younger every day. I said,
Well, there's a reason for that, right, Tessa?
I said, no, I am up at 5.
Yeah.
By 5:30, I have already had exercise, had water, had lunch.
Yes.
By 6 o'clock, by what I do my meditation and all of that. By
Yep.
by 7 o'clock, I am in the shower, getting ready for my life. I do what I have to do, make my bed, tidy up. Then the next thing I know, I say I do a prayer with my praying partner, and then I go for a walk. I came back from a 45-minute walk. I put the sprinkler on the front lawn, went to the back, organized that, came back, got my lunch. I had made it before, so I had my lunch, and then you called. Well, the day is going.
Wow. You've done so many things. You got so many things done
Yes, because
by 12.
by 12.
Yeah. Some people, they probably, I hate to say your age, they're just like, what they're watching, like Price is Right?
And I
Sit on the couch.
while I'm dressed, I put in so I can see the weather. While I'm getting dressed, after my shower, I'm getting dressed. I put it on. As soon as I see what the weather, click, it goes off. So I don't know why there's all this TV in this house, because if I have to use a TV, it will be the one on this wall in the kitchen, because
Yep.
when I'm looking for a recipe, I don't use the books anymore. I just turn on to YouTube and I find the recipe. And
Oh,
so the TV is in such a way I can be cooking and looking at the recipe and the ingredients. So
nice. I like that. It's you don't do it like, flip out the books and just look.
no, when I designed that kitchen, it took me 30 months.
Yeah, I know. Your kitchen just like my dream kitchen.
It took 30 months, but everything is like I could stand and
Yep.
just it was purposely so that sometimes you're in a kitchen and you're over there cooking and somebody wants tea and all is there. I make sure the tea and the snacks and the spoons and the thing for that is all in the same area.
Yeah.
So that
Very, what is called like very functional.
yeah,
You lay your kitchen
I took a
very
look.
organized. Yeah.
I thought that man was going to kill me, the designer, but he fell in love with me and and it was
Oh my gosh.
and it had to be just, and then over here where the
Yeah.
table, where this wooden plank is just ready to eat, I put a very small microwave there. Because
Okay.
they might want to warm something up. They don't have to come to this area.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So and then in this area, all the spices are
Yep.
on the right, all the pans that you
Yep.
is the long spoons.
Everything is when you do something, everything is just right there, right?
Have to go. The pantry is just to turn your hand, and also to get to a bottle of wine is the same thing. It's either there or it's there.
I like it. You have like both.
Because when you're making a sauce, some for the sauce and
Yeah.
some for me.
It's very, you know what? It's very functional, very useful. It's you're the one use it, so you just design the way you want to,
Yes, I know.
right? That's really nice. I like that. It doesn't have to be big, but
It is.
at least,
It's a big kitchen when you look at it, but everything has to have its place. Like
yeah,
all the
that's
glass
so true. Yeah.
like that. No glass doors. I didn't want glass doors because I don't want anybody's finger that I have to clean glass doors. It's nice
Yeah.
to be cleaned. So, and I really don't care if you see the glasses or not. Doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
So everything has their place. So anything to do with tea
Yep.
or snacks is from here up,
Yeah.
and then it just goes like that.
Yeah.
So this-
I like it. You're cover, you got whole tea collections.
That's a tea cupboard.
She made a covers just for teas.
Yeah, just and everything is like this. Tea and coffee. So
That's so nice. See, my kitchen, I call it antique or vintage, hasn't been done for ages. So when somebody's making toast, I have to wait behind it because I wanted to, there's like covers right there for the plates and everything. I have to wait or I have to go around it, right?
because my family loves to be in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
My son-in-law loves to cook. So
Yeah.
we're together.
That's
So-
nice. You guys don't bump in each other, right?
Yeah, we
Just-
work in that spot together. My daughters love to eat.
Yeah.
My family, my brothers love to
Mm-hmm,
cook. Sisters love to cook.
mm-hmm.
So many times this kitchen is like a big hub.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's
Hey,
in,
Christina.
so that's one of the reasons why I had to separate it,
Yeah,
and so
very, very good.
and it's far, so they can sit here, but we can still have a conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I use that. I use it a lot because of the lighting, and I was really particular about the lighting. It's
It's
really,
important. Yeah.
and the lighting, all the corners have a special light in the corners, and so it was just it took a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody was trying to rush me, but and that same process happened when we first bought our house all these years ago. We were first married, we were newly married, kind of, have the house. My cousin came over and she said, "Why don't you just furnish this house?" And I said, "Why?" I said, "All we need is the kitchen and the bed. We don't need anything else."
hmm
And she couldn't get it. She said, "But you don't have any furniture to sit on." I said, "You sit in the kitchen. Don't you have a chair in the kitchen to sit on?" The living room wasn't furnished. The dining room was, all we had was a bed and,
Yep.
and somewhere to eat. And I said, "We are newly married. The most important place for us is the bedroom. What's your point?" So she,
That's right. It's 12 o'clock.
oh,
Sun's still up, Tessa.
I said, "I am not buying furniture just to fill a place."
Yeah, you're right. Well, so you're the one, if you want to choose your couch or side table, you don't just
No,
buy couch.
this is thoughtful because it is with you for a long time.
Yes.
So it has to,
But some people, they buy, furniture just like, how do I say? They just use it like just, right? They just buy it just
yeah,
to fit in,
the
just to
space
finish.
in that. I said to her, and she was aghast, and she
hmm
was older than me, and she came to visit. I said, "We're in the kitchen. Sit in the kitchen. Enjoy yourself." "Well, why is the living room empty?" Because I'm not putting furniture in there. And furthermore, I was so frugal, I would not go borrow money to buy furniture. And as you know, we
Yeah,
started
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with a little bit. So we had a bed. We had
hmm
beds. We have a kitchen and a kitchen table. We spend most of our time in the bed. What is your point? So
Yep.
why are we denying the fact? So I will not sit in the living room. You don't really need a TV. All you do is entertain
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so she didn't get it. So when I finally got it, she goes, "How many years since you've been in this house?" And I said, "Long now for you to ask me in years." No, so I have always been, I don't do too many impulsive things.
hmm hmm
I don't jump into things just because it's the fashion.
You
I,
so you'd rather take your time,
oh
or
yeah,
you're not buying it if you cannot find anything you like it,
you don't
you
have to
know.
me. You don't have to come at all. I don't care. But I'm not going to fill a house with furniture just to entertain people. It doesn't make sense to me.
Or just show off. Yeah,
Don't-
I get it. I get it though.
You don't
Yeah,
like it, it doesn't matter to me. You like it, still a man shows. It doesn't,
yeah.
you know. So so that's more or less the kind of person that I am.
I
So
like it though.
so that's
That's
what
why you are interesting. See, I do use it good, right?
they're interesting or highly opinionated. One of them. I think maybe I have
Highly opinionated.
yes, I think highly opinionated. It's not asking you to be me or not fostering my beliefs on you or my responses or my attitude on you. I just think that you should be strong enough in your own self that you know your identity and you can hold it up.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I think most of the people deep inside, they wanted to be like that, but there's still struggles, like just, I want to be me. I want to just live, just like, be yourself, but, but, gotta put a mask on something. So a lot of people, they're probably struggling, but what is your tip? What makes you just do it like, you're showing yourself, you're bold, and you're just like not really afraid of dance and do like this. What made you change? I'm so just wanted to curious. Like, it's, how did you do that?
And in yourself, I only fortunately Unfortunately, maybe for others, but fortunately for me, I came to the decision very early in my life that I am an individual. And it was crammed into me as a child. My parents said, you are unique, you are an individual. Each of you are individuals. I don't expect you to be clones of others.
So your parents
My parents,
raised you that way.
they told us we are sisters and brothers, but we're different. We were
That's
born at
different. Yeah.
different times of the moon, different
Yeah.
times of the sun, different times in the universe, different times in the atmosphere. I am a spring baby. My sister was an August baby. She's into the heat of it. She was born under the Leo sign. I'm a Taurian. I'm bold. I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
And, and I love life and I love luxury. I love to work. I love doing what I have to do to get what I want in my life. I have a brother who's an Aquarium, and you can see his behavior. So they're the Virgos that are. They're the Geminis. They wake up one morning and they're lovely, and the next day is a different human being. So I saw that growing up with my siblings, but we were taught to be unique, that you're different. There are different things about you. You're special. So being able to do that is being happy with who I am. There isn't any, I cannot change who I am.
Being happy who I am.
Who I am. I cannot change the color of my skin, the texture of my hair. I cannot change the smile that I've got. I cannot change my eye. I cannot change my height. I can change my knowledge. I can increase it. I cannot decrease it. I can take care of my health. I can affect and I can defect it. So there are things I can change. But I have to look in the mirror and be satisfied with what I see in the mirror and know this is it. And if I believe that this is it, then I shouldn't have any doubt that this is it. So if I feel like dancing, I will dance. My husband would sit here, like in the kitchen, and I would be dancing, and he would ask me, where's the music? And he couldn't hear the music because I am the only one hearing the music. I created the music. It's in my head. So, I give birth to 3 healthy children.
Yes. Yeah.
I stimulated their senses at a very early age. I put them out to learn different things. I was the first person at parent-teacher night. And that took the longest time. My husband would be kicking me under the table like, this teacher, I don't care, tell me. You have my child from 8 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you don't want to converse with me, figure it out. So I have always had that attitude. So if I feel like dancing, I'll dance. If I want to go outside now and lie on the grass, I'll do just that. So when you say...
That's nice. But it's lots of people, they don't want to because like, well, what if somebody's going to think, I'm dancing?
That somebody is not the person that is going to pay for your laundry. That is not the person that is cooking your dinner. They're not the person to turn on the stove.
Yes.
If you have a mortgage, they're not paying the mortgage. If you have rent to pay, they're not doing that. They're not responsible for any of your activities.
Yes.
So why should their opinion of you have an effect on how you behave? You tell me.
That's so true. We understand in our head, but sometimes we got stuck right here, right? So.
It stemmed from the environment in which I was born. We were always, it was different. People don't expect you to be black and to come from affluence. They don't understand that. They think if you're black, you're poor. If you're black, you're not educated. And that's when you come from a third world country where that's even worse. Maybe you never wore clothes and walk around naked and you never wore shoes. And the opposite to me, my feet never touched the ground as I knew it, right? Ocean or in the river. So I don't see anybody outside of me affecting how I behave. I don't understand that. So when somebody tells me, my husband did this to me, my wife.
Yeah.
I don't understand it at all. I try, I really look at it and say, what do you mean they did that to you? How did you allow it? What caused you to believe or accept it was okay for this person to do this to you? Why?
Yeah. And then like you are already old enough
Yes.
decide. Yeah, you're the one made a choice.
Yeah, remember when I read this morning, the morning blessing I read, I don't know if you were still there because I knew you had a live. I talked about I don't think I'll find it, but I talked about when you're young, your parents makes the decisions for you. But now that you're older, you have to make the decisions yourself. And in making those decisions, when you make those decisions, you need
Yep.
to be happy with the decisions you made, whether it turns out as you wanted it or not. You cannot look at it and say, I wish I had, because if wishes were horses, everybody would be riding one. Or if wishes were Lamborghinis, we all would have a Lamborghini. So the point of the matter is that the decisions you make is not going to disappear because you turn around and say, I don't like it today. But sometimes you make those decisions and it might lead you to a better step.
Mm-hmm.
So we're so interested in looking at the finish line that
Yeah.
we don't see the journey. That is why I said you need to, and that the story I read to you, I said you need to enjoy the process of the journey. You need to take
Yes.
most of it at the finish line. So because we're so intent on
Yes.
to the finish line, we are not even seeing, well, yeah, that was a bad decision, but it's leading you closer to your goal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that is what I think. So I don't have regrets. I don't. Somebody asked me if I ever have a regret. I said I avoid them because I do the things I want to do when I get the chance to do them. Like
You do. You do right away.
So listen, this is the one we read this morning.
Okay.
So it says, today's blessing is to remember that we have complete responsibility for our experiences. When we were growing up, our parents controlled our experiences. But when we became adults, our experiences became our ultimate responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Blaming others for the experiences that we do not like is giving them control over our lives. So step up, create, and take control of your experiences you want. Society may frown on those choices, but they are your choices and you should be happy with them. So that's what we read this morning. So as children, we are going to have to follow what our parents do. But when you become an adult and you're talking to me and you're telling me that your parents' decision they made for you when you were small is what is keeping you back today, I don't get it. Because now you are an adult.
Yes. Grown up. Yeah.
Yes, the parents are no more responsible for you. That doesn't mean you will forget it, but you have to move from it.
Yeah.
Is it
I agree. Yeah.
move from it?
Yeah.
And you see the practice we do in the morning at the end of the morning blessings with that, what we did today and last night, that I introduced that to people now because I realized that is claiming your moment, your desired moment, being in the present. Nobody can do that for you. No one can do that for you, but you. No matter how much they love you, they can only be there for you in time of need or in time of love and passion. But they cannot be you and they cannot make choices for you that will affect and change your life. You alone can do that. So when we're going through this journey together, we are so busy saying, I want the finish line, that we forget all the little things that are so magnificent on the way.
Yeah.
Is where I am. I always enjoy the process.
And you are enjoying now, present, in the moment.
When you get, I stay in the moment.
Yeah.
I know what my desires are. I know what I want to achieve. But right now, I am working in the process.
Yes.
And
in the process. I like that.
I like tasting the process. And it has a taste.
It does, yes.
I keep saying that, what does financial independence feel like?
Yeah.
And financial financial independence is having the meal that you enjoy the most every day.
Having the meal, enjoy the most every day.
Yes.
Oh,
So
huh, I never thought that way. That's interesting.
because, because no, you can't. You can't. You don't have to think, well, today I spent so much last night on dinner. I don't know. I don't think I'll spend too much on lunch. You see what I'm saying? So if financial independence is able to do exactly what you want over and over and over again without ever wondering whether you can pay for it or not. So, but it has a taste. It has that taste, like you're eating the best fruit in your life, like you're drinking the best glass of wine, or you dream of sitting on a cafe in Paris,
Mhm.
with cheese and cream and a glass of wine, and you have a nice summer dress on and the breeze, and you have a hat on, and it's just so beautiful, and you're feeling so rest. That is the feeling of wealth.
Hmm.
Because at that moment, you are not thinking of anything except
Yeah.
how that croissant is melting in the cheese and the butter in your mouth.
Yeah. That's all. That's just it's a rich
It's,
feeling. You're just like enjoying. Yeah, I know. I
and you,
can feel it.
and
Yeah.
you shake your hair back, you sip on your wine, and you just inhale your environment. That is the feeling of the process. That is the taste of the process. And that
Okay.
you can do that every day.
Every day. So we can do it every day. That's like a training, kind of. Training is not the sexy word, sorry. But you just, if you, like I said, 1%. If you try to do, because so many people, they're still not used to it, do feel that way, right? They're so busy with multitask things. So they're eating something, they're watching TV while they're watching TV, right? So many things.
Sha has a good thing there. She said, because you're grateful of your being. That is priceless. This child
You're just like
this
something
child
else.
is so smart. That
I've
is,
learned lots of from these things.
yeah, that
Yeah.
already. But when you're in the shower, if you really watch, you don't think of anything else. You don't even know what you're thinking. Your mind goes completely blank.
Yeah, yeah. It's just something I do all the time, right?
Your mind is
Yeah,
blank. Don't worry, you're just in the shower. And you're just letting the water do
yeah.
it.
Just feels it like, oh, it's shower. Yeah.
You stop soaping, but you cannot leave the shower. You're just taking it in.
Yeah.
So the feeling of wealth, of prosperity, is, as I said, is the place, like, you go to, like I say, Paris, but because everybody wants to go to Paris, but to go to New York,
I love New York.
to
I
go
love
to
New
a
York.
Broadway show, or to be
Yep.
walking Fifth Avenue, and you just feel like, and you're looking in the window, you might buy something, maybe not. You go to Soho and you have the best, Chinese meal ever. You go there, you have some sake, you have Peking duck, and you just do those kind of things that save expenses. And that is what it is. Financial independence is, it's something that you should always aim for. And there is no happiness attached to it, because happiness is a moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
So there is joy, but it's not, it's a joy. It's a feeling of accomplishment. It's a feeling of, as I said, is having the best meal you want and you enjoy every day without have to worry how to pay for it. And that's one of the things that
It's nothing worse than even if I order some nice sushi. It's worry about, or like just say my husband said, let's go to have Japanese food. Japanese food here is expensive.
yeah.
I worry about, oh no, they're too expensive. How we gonna pay for it? Nothing worse than feeling like just like, how are we gonna pay for it? Is it gonna, if we pay for now, and are we gonna be okay next month?
But yeah,
And then just not enjoying it.
it's not.
Sorry.
And financial independence, that is why I'm doing a whole month of finances, because I need people to understand it.
Yeah.
When you are in the ages most of people we know are, you have to start practicing to live like no one else now, so you can live like no one else later on. That doesn't mean you do without now. You just you plan it more subsequently. Like you plan it with feeling, with hugs, with kisses. You plan your financial journey like you planning having a baby. It's the same thing. You have to birth that life. You have to birth it. And then when you get to a certain time of your life, if you make some crazy choices now, you're going to have crazy results later on.
Yep. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And the thing is that later on, your body might not be able to sustain those same crazy results.
Yes.
You see? Right. So if you're reckless now, you cannot continue being reckless, because there comes a time you need to start retaining so that you can sustain yourself as you get older. So that doesn't mean it's only about money, because you can have all the money in the world and you didn't take care of your health. Still a même chose, it's the same thing. So you need to have, everything has to be optimum. So your health is the most important vehicle you have, your body.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what you do, that brain, that body, that heart. That's why I stimulate the heart every day. You have to keep it alive. That doesn't mean you're going to last longer. You're going to live longer than somebody else who doesn't do that.
No, there is no guarantee, but
that's true. But you want to sustain the life you have and feel good during that time. Like my friend who is 4 years younger than me, that spends a lot of time in bed because she figured being retired, I should be resting in my house. And
she's telling herself
so no,
that way?
Because of all that lying down, her back is hurting because she's always lying down. So now she complains of a sore back. It was a sore knee before. Now it's so a body in motion stays in motion. So you have to take the 5 pillars of prosperity and work them together. And is a sign of spiritual health.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to pray like all the time, but your meditation is. Walking in the woods is your spiritual health. It doesn't matter. Mental health is being able to read and to remember what you read. Emotional health is when somebody goes haywire, like that woman at the supermarket who was giving you, she doesn't know what nationality you are, but she figured you look Oriental, so you must be Chinese. So she's ready to blame you for the world, right? So that was her anger. So mentally, she's ready. Emotionally, she's angry. So
she was, yeah.
She needed was a tiny, tiny little trigger, and she would have just exploded for no reason at all. So went to work with that attitude, and her manager happened to be somebody from the Orient. And said to her, "You're not performing properly." She's going to be angry and say something nasty, and then she would lose her job. So you see the difference. So all these pillars have to be working in order for you to live a fulfilled life.
Yes. You have 5 pillars, right? Like you always talk about, right?
Yes.
That's just, yeah.
The 5 pillars are what is like your 5 fingers. You're a cook. I am a cook. We cook a lot. How many times have we cut a finger and we're trying to do something and it's the thumb? And you're saying, well, I cut my thumb, but nothing else is working. That is because we need all 5 to be doing the same thing at the same time for us. But the 5 pillars of prosperity are. Without them,
we need them.
Yeah, we need them. They are different. They're separate, but they're still together.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Yeah. It's make it very hard to work, right? If I maybe say I understand if I cut my little finger, or I hear some people say some people lost baby fingers for some accident, and then it's so hard. The others start coordinate. Or when I think I used to have a client, and he lost his baby toe, and then he was really hard time walking.
But yet we pay no attention to that tiny little toe. We don't realize we needed to walk. So it's things with the 5 pillars of prosperity. Somebody will say, well, mentally I can, but can you retain? Has your emotions destroyed? Like when somebody has road rage, that tells me emotionally they're not ready. They cannot, they reacting to a simple thing as somebody cutting you off by pulling out a gun.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean? And or they chase you.
Mm-hmm.
That is a mental. So then emotional, now they do something, the cop gets involved, and mentally they're devastating. Their family suffering financially. They're not working.
Wow.
Then they all of a sudden their physical problems. The person could have punched them harder than they could have punched. So there's
If effect.
it is.
It's like a ripple. Yeah, ripple effect. A bad way. Yeah.
They're angry. So they're not working physically saying, what are you doing to me? Spiritually saying, well, I told you to behave yourself. And the mentally saying, you don't retain any information. Didn't you hear in the news what they said? And why are you reacting to it like this? So there you go. And by the time they turn around, it's costing them $5,000-$6,000 to hire a lawyer. Financially, they're out of whack. So that's one of the reasons we're so, what is the word I want to use? We're so focused on the finish line that we don't enjoy the process. You know, it's lose 30 pounds, and that's all you're thinking about. So if you lose 5, you don't see it as going anywhere. But enjoy the feeling that, you know, I lost 5. Enjoy it. Feel good about it. Because your journey is, you're still on the process. And so taste the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what it is. As I said, it's a feeling. It's all feelings.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love that. Like, enjoy the taste of process.
Enjoy the taste of the process. You have to taste. Everything has a taste.
Yep.
Because really, it's your emotion that causes you to taste the food you're eating.
Yeah, yeah. That's so true. Yeah.
Because that's a person who is not emotionally there, they wouldn't say this tastes horrible. And when you are, I want more, can I have yours?
That's why it's when you go to a restaurant, tastes much better if you're with the friends. They just like, oh, it's so good. This is amazing. It tastes even better.
It does, because
company
Taran said process is amazing. Because
Taran knows.
Huh?
I think yours, for some reason, your screen shows up quicker than mine. Mine's got a little delay.
No, but the thing about life is that, like somebody understand that when I say I see words, I only see words, and it's from words I draw emotion and passion.
Mm-hmm.
I can make it. It was you who said when I write, it's like you said it's romantic for no reason. There's no romance in it, but the words, the way I twist them, and I know I'm doing it. I'm very conscious of what I do with words. Very of what I do with words. And sometimes my mind is going faster than my fingers, and then I have to go back. But my mind is way ahead of my fingers. I have to ask my mind to stop, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Because the words are coming so fast and they flow. Like you might have a simple word, and I take that word, I hear you. Well, when we're speaking, no matter what the conversation is, I hear your words. I really, really, really hear them. And they resonate with me. Each word means something to me.
You pay attention.
I think I just absorb.
That's your natural.
Like as soon as somebody says a word that is not positive about themselves, it sends shivers through me.
Really?
Yeah, I go, wow. I just go like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like I remember once I was at my adopted son's house, and some young lady was there, and when she said it, I just stood up and I left the room. She said, I'm stupid. To herself. She's talking about herself. I go, whoa.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
You know, and for you to say that about yourself, and she wasn't joking. She really thought she wasn't.
Oh.
But yet she has that special gift of taking care of animals. And I'm thinking, no, because what you can do, this girl isn't going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
stupid. You just maybe think of another word. Say,
Yeah.
I would prefer to say, you know what? She could say, I love taking care of animals that have had problems or animals that would touch it. Say that.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
show the positive.
Yep.
Expand your positive.
Yeah.
Leave the negative. You know it already. Why are you digging it up from the grave and bringing it up?
I know. Yeah.
Oh, you know the negatives. That doesn't mean I don't know I have faults. Of course I have. I have thousands of faults. But I am not going to admit them to you. They have nothing to do with you. They're my faults.
That's right. That's right. And then I'm sure it doesn't, she's not going to feel good if you say negative words all the time,
But
right?
that is what she must have heard. I don't know. But the point of the matter is, there you have this gift with animals.
Yes.
So, and not everyone can have it. I don't like to compare one to the other, but in this case, it warrants some sort of thing to get her to understand it. And then when I found out about this gift of hers, the next time I met, I said, you know what? You are so blessed with that wonderful gift.
Yeah.
That you can take care of animals, especially animals, a dog with one leg, one eye,
Mm-hmm.
like that, and you care for them. You
Yep.
foster animals.
That's her special. Yeah. Yeah.
See her face lighted up. She said, really? You
Yeah.
think? Yes. She was so, no one had told her that.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
Ever told me that that was a great thing to do. I said, of course. And I had to do a comparison for her to get it. And I told her that. I said, I never compare people's gifts with others. I
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Everybody's different.
Or people,
Special. Everybody has something special.
I said, I realize you need to understand it. And the only way I can express to you what you have is so special and so precious is that to let you know you are one of the few with that gift.
Yep.
And and the smile just went so nice on her face. So that's what people, if you have something you know that's you don't like or is bad, whatever, leave it alone. You already know that.
That's right. You don't need to dig it and just always try to find it.
Know what it is. Change it.
Yeah.
And change it. Change
Yeah.
it. And if you cannot change it, well then so be it. It's not going to go away.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing you can do is to accentuate the positive. Accentuate what is great about you. Accentuate what you love about you.
Yeah.
And to get to the place in
Yeah.
your life, not everybody is going to love you
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or care to be in your space.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't matter to you.
That's all right. Yeah.
But we let it take us. We let it bother us. But that's how I feel. I don't know. It's not right, of course. Of course, many people can disagree with what I say, but this is how I believe. What I believe, and this is, I stand by that. It works for me.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful.
Maybe
What you believe is, I love to just like, just like your words is shower. I just like, oh.
but it's because you are taking it in, right? It's because
Yeah, very much.
you want to see what is better. Like it was funny. When I said I'm going to have lunch, my cousin had, she said, you're having lunch, it's 11:30. I said, yes, I'm having lunch. It's 11:30. I want to have lunch at 11:30. So she said to me, are you going to have something to drink with lunch? I said, no, but you know what? If I wanted to, I would have it. She said, 30. I said, but you're the one who just asked me. Obviously, you think I would do it. I said, if I felt like it, I would do it. But somewhere in the world, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So what's your point? But I didn't. That wasn't my plan. But she said that because I have a habit of saying, it's 12. Why you want to drink? Have a drink. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter to me. Like you said,
Open it.
if somewhere in the world in England, it's now what? 6, 5?
Yep. It's time. It's time to open wine. Yes, or beer.
Who cares?
Yep.
So you don't have to worry about all these little things. When do you get a chance to live your life? Tell me.
I know.
If you have
I
to,
know. People think maybe someday. Someday.
Well, the thing is, what time do you do this?
Yeah.
Do you do that? That is why this lady that we were walking with is heavy, and we had breakfast at 10. And right away it was 12. Oh, it's 12 o'clock lunchtime. And I'm looking, no, it's not. You just ate 2 hours ago to myself.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, but
You eat when you're hungry. You don't eat because it's a time,
yeah, but
right?
he was 12 o'clock. I'm hungry. 12 o'clock is
Yeah.
not. So she's going to eat anyway. So you do what you want to do. It's
Yep.
if
That's so good.
God
Yes.
has taught us anything, we should learn lessons from this experience. Number one, the whole world got it at the same time. So that must be something we need to stop and realize why. Why did all of a sudden we all got the same thing at the same time?
I
As
know. Yeah.
I believe it's telling us, listen, you are no different than the other one. We're all the same.
Mm.
I think that is what it is saying. You're all the same.
Yep.
You're no other person.
Experiencing same thing at same time. It doesn't matter no matter where you live.
How rich you are, how poor you are, we're all in the same stew. So that is telling you something. It's maybe to realize, to let us realize, hey, you're not better than those people over there. Because
Yeah.
when it came, it did not spare you because you were living in this great country. So stop being a jackass and act properly. That's what it is saying. Live, stop being a fool and live your life.
Hmm.
And that's what I believe.
I love that. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let others live theirs.
Yeah.
You know, let the other person live their life and you live yours. You do what you want. You don't want to work, don't work. You don't want to eat, don't eat.
Hmm.
Affect you that somebody else, that you're choosing not to do what they expect you to do. The only time you do that is when you're under your parents' roof,
Yep.
responsible for you. They feed you, they clothe you, they shelter you. They make sure you have heat in the winter, cool in the summer, and clothes to wear and food to eat, and go to school, and they do those. When that duty is done, the rest is up to you, and no one should tell you how to do it.
I
Unless
know.
you
And it's,
sit, if you go and say, tell me what to do, I don't know what to do. Well, then,
yeah.
that's different.
Yeah.
And people should
I get.
other people's choices. You have to respect people's choices and let them do their thing.
I agree. I do it for my kids. I just, let they choose.
I
They're out. I care about you. I love them. I'm not gonna tell you what you should live.
Yeah, I told them, I said, the only thing I know is that your
How should, yeah.
education is not enough. Your education will get you in the door. When you
Yeah.
get there, you have to prove yourself. So you need this piece of paper. So
Yep.
go because you need it to get in the door.
Yep.
That piece of paper is your passport into your future.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
Now the journey is up to you.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
you have a passport to go on the journey. So get that damn piece of passport. And make sure it's a good one. I am not choosing for you. And I never chose for them. And they know that. But
Yeah.
they knew you cannot, there's no excuse. My son wanted to work at McDonald's. I said, no. I said, no one can work at McDonald's until 11 o'clock and come home and go and end up doing physics and geometry. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up to 10, 11 at McDonald's, come home
And just so tired. Come home exhausted.
and start to look at logs and science and biology.
That's hard. Yeah.
Honestly, so if you're going to work there, you might as well stay there. Quit school, stay there. So I said no. And then one day he came and he said to me, oh, my friend Peter has left school in grade 12 and he's going to be a plumber and he's already a plumber and I'm still in university. And I go,
Oh.
so then I took one look at him. I didn't know what to think. But again, I learned from experiences so much. And I'm looking at him. And I remembered the plumbers that used to come to the bank.
Hmm.
And when they come, for some reason, their pants is always down here, no belts.
That's a plumber.
No belt.
I'm not. I'm not judging plumber because my husband's a plumber, but
But
I know what you mean though. No, no belt.
the book is always folded like this. scroll, and their hands are always dirty because, yeah, you know, and he comes and they're looking for the check, the customer just, and they can't find it.
I know, it's always there.
Hey, hold on. I left my book in the car and they dash to the car.
I know.
I am doing it in the kitchen. And then I said, and furthermore, you're too skinny. When you bend under the sink, your pants will just fall down. So he was, at the time, he was a part-time teller at the bank. So the very next day, he goes to school to work. When he comes from school, he used to work at the bank. He was at university. Only time they could work when they were in university.
Yeah.
He went to the bank, and lo and behold, a plumber comes in and he has to serve the plumber. And he said, from the time the guy was walking towards me and the way he looked, I started laughing. He said, I was laughing so hard because I was remembering what mom was doing.
Yeah.
Myself. And he said, I had to say, excuse me, and I go to the manager he had was his friend, my friend. He said, Jackie, can you send somebody to serve this customer? So Jackie, why? He said, you have to please, Jackie, just do me that favor. So Jackie did go, and she served the customer, and then she came calling in the office. He said, well, it's a long story, but mom was telling me about how a plumber, I said how my friend Peter left school in grade 12, and now he's a man, he's making so much money, and there I am in university, and I should have had a trade. And then she told me what plumbers do when they come to the bank. And then I saw him coming, and I know served him before. And so, okay, Mike, just hold on. I have a check in the car. I'm going to get it. And he comes back. Oh, shit, Mike, I forgot my wallet. Everything is in the console of the car.
Oh, my gosh.
He came home and he told at dinner, he told the family. He said, that was the funniest thing because I said, you cannot be a plumber. You're too skinny. Your fingers are too long. Then I gave him all the excuses. And furthermore, your pants would be down because you're too skinny. Oh, God. And I did the whole thing. It's true. Plumbers are, you know, everything is about their job. They're not concerned about the paperwork or anything. So. But they do make good money. So
I know. I hate to say, but
they do.
He does make good money. Well, he's not working right now, but he does make good money.
Yeah,
I'm so lucky.
you are. But when he graduated, and he was graduated like Tuesday, and by Thursday, from off in the States, and then he went, and of course he's getting more money and growing and stuff. He said something to me. I said, so do you still want to be a plumber? He said to me, Mom, get over this. I said, what you mean? I said, no, you're a director at J&J. Do you still want to be a plumber? He said, Mom, that's enough. Don't you think you should stop that nonsense? I said, no, I'll never stop that nonsense because you told me you would make more money being a plumber. And I know, no, you're not. So
probably he was envy that moment a little bit because friends were making more money. But, you know,
the friend just him. And the friend was making money and he was at university, so he couldn't understand. He had to bring this up.
Yeah.
I had an answer for him because I am an observer. As much as I talk, I look at people.
Mm-hmm.
That is why even when I go to Movement Makers and Evan is talking, I hear him. I hardly put anything in the chat because I'm listening to him.
Yeah, I find it kind of hard to listen and, you know.
I don't.
Yeah, I can't do that. So, yeah.
Come there for that. If he wants me to post and tell me, Tessa, your job is to just make mistakes. I came to learn, so I'm going to listen to you. And I hear him. And most people will say they do because if he says, oh, you should do this, right away I go do it. And that's just good. It works for me. And I haven't always been like that. So now that I talked to you for the whole hour, are you happy?
I am super happy. Thank you so much.
So what is the name of your show?
Yuko on a Journey.
Okay, and tell me more about it.
Well, I am visiting everybody, not everybody, some people. I want to just hear the stories and, you know, how do I say? I want to hear from them. Like I'll visit virtually, like everywhere in the world.
Okay, you
I
go.
am, yes,
So you go on a journey.
yes.
I sure. You go on a journey.
You go on a journey.
You go on a journey. That means I'm going to visit people all over the world virtually. I'll be
Yep.
interviewing them on a live. I will be mentored by them, and they will hear something from me.
Yeah.
I will hear something from them. And you are coming on this journey with me. So come with me on Yuko on the journey. You too can have the experiences that I am having. Because my dad said, when you read a book, all where the author has been, you're going there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing. You're
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
on a trip, because today, who is the next person you plan to interview?
Who's next one is actually it's Wednesday. Raymond from Movement Makers.
And where's Raymond from?
He's living in New York, I believe.
So you have to find more of that.
Oh, I have to do research.
So, yes,
Taran, I'll visit you too, Taran.
so
Thank you.
So you're going to interview Raymond. Raymond is from New York.
Yeah.
So as you know, you need to find out where go. You have to find out a little about Raymond.
Yeah, yeah.
Not what is on his bio though. Something unique about. So you might find out deep inside of his thing that he loves to bike and he takes the subway every.
Yeah. More than bio. Yeah, that's that's so true.
You know who taught that to us? Evan.
Evan? Yep. It's Tom Billieu, and he has the allergy problem, right?
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Evan said no. When he was giving us movement, said, if you come here and you're telling me, oh, I am going to interview Tessa-Marie, she wrote 2 books, she was a banker, la 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 la. That's on her bio. Everybody can find that.
That's right.
So he
That's
said,
right.
go deeper than that. Find out what it is Tessa-Marie does. Tessa-Marie loves to garden. She loves walk, always walk. She loves to do yoga. She wakes up at 5 a.m. She meditates every day. She loves to serve others in a different way. Not only that, she does coaching. So you go deeper than that. She loves gardening. So that's what you have to find out.
That sounds good.
So then
I love that. Yeah.
These things are more interesting. He loves taking care of animals. He donate time at the animal shelter in New York. He loves walking through hike. And he loves jogging. That is not going to be on his bio, maybe. It might, but it might. Because you're
yeah. I like the idea of Tessa-Marie because I wanted to connect that person because I find something really I am, how does it, interested, something different.
Yes.
And, yeah, I don't really get attracted by just bio. It's just a shiny object.
The bio is what is obvious. What is not obvious.
Yes. Well, I told you the time I fell in love with you. We already talked the story. That moment, I just like, I gotta get a hold of Tessa. So something, yeah.
I can't remember the moment.
Well, we're the movement makers, a break room together at the first time, and you know we're in the same break room, and you just like you were so quiet. You look a little bit different back then. You look much younger now, but you just like. I am a Tessa-Marie, and I do IG, I know Instagram, I know Facebook Live, and I'm an author, and I just like that moment. I caught it. I just like, okay, she looks older than me, and then she does Facebook Live every morning. I was so interested. You know, I was just how do I say so interested, right? Like you. So I just like, I gotta get a hold of her.
Being an author is out there. You can Google my name, it will say I'm an author.
Yeah, but
I do Facebook Live. It did not tell you that I climb the bluffs. It did not tell you I love to travel all over the world and go for the most risky places to visit. It did not tell you that. You know, so you have to find out what
Something, yeah, something. Because
people don't know. No, you don't even know I ride a bike. I ride a bike all the time in the summer. I have a nice bike, a bike from Japan, a Kawasaki bike, something like that.
yeah, Kawasaki, yeah.
Yeah, and I ride that every day. It's not for long, half an hour, 45
Mm-hmm.
in spring, summer, I ride. So people don't know that.
Yeah, that's
So,
some. I like that. You ride bike,
so that's
right?
so you have to do.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I try to bring out. If I have to bring somebody new, or what they can do. Like on Tuesday next week, I have Tehran.
Yep.
I have my nephew who is a trainer too in England, and he trains in sanity training. And I know he's an extremely strong trainer. But my niece was in England on vacation, and she said, "Oh, Auntie Tessa, when Jermaine is training people, other trainers come and watch his classes. That is because he's so good at it." So I just wanted the experience. I'm trying to get Chris to come on. Chris runs the bicycle club.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, yeah.
People will go on their bike, but they don't know to exercise or stretch before the bike ride. Then they might hurt
Yep.
right? So because I do so many things that are not normal for a 75-year-old person to do, I make sure I exercise first thing in the morning. So if I decide I'm going to bike ride at 2 o'clock, I know I have stretched enough to do that.
Yep.
So that's what I mean. So
that's great tip. Great tip.
little things that the people do.
Yeah, but people loves it when, little things. When people remember little things, they love it.
It's like when Evan said that. When Evan said that, that clicked with me, and I say it's true. You can just Google them and find everything. So you need to go deeper. So that means it's homework. So sometimes somebody will see Evan interview them, and right away they pounce on them. But they're just interviewing what Evan did. It's the same thing. Who are they?
Yeah.
Go look at the pictures and say, you know what? I looked at your picture and I saw you standing on a beach with your children. Where was that? Do you like traveling? Do you like salt or find out before you do what Evan did. It makes no sense. I could just have watched Evan's interview and I'm done. So do I want to listen to you go through the same thing? Find out what that person is doing.
Yeah, that's so unique. Yeah, unique things too.
Yeah, so that's what you have to do because yours is unique. What you're taking there has great potential.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Really good idea. It's really different. It's fascinating. Sometimes we start on a journey doing one thing, and then all of a sudden we find that we have to shift a little.
Yeah, that's I start feeling like, oh, we're gonna shift. Yeah.
And you don't know why, but you just feel you have to shift, and it's okay. Because all of life is exploration. Like what the T.S. Eliot said, all of man's exploring is to have gone around. The quote from T.S. exploring and going around and coming back where you started and to know it for the first time. So sometimes you have to do that. You need to go around and find different things to come back. Because that journey that you're going on, Yuko on a journey, people say, what journey? Is she traveling? Doesn't she know about COVID? So the whole idea of the title is cause people to question. They'll be interested to come. Because, and then you have this thing. It's like a big pot. It's different.
Yeah.
And you do so much with it. It's really up to you. And you have to believe you have the confidence to do it because you do. But to do it and to feel good doing it is that's all that matters. It's like what Evan says, to do it, and it's easy to do. Mm-hmm. It's fun work. And that's what you do because you find it's easy. I love going on these journeys. Today I'm in New York City with Raymond, and Raymond lives over there, but he bike rides to the subway station. He takes the subway to work twice. He spends time while he's on the subway. He reads or he observes the people going in and out of the train. And you can just talk about that. And you can say, I've heard New York has wonderful places to eat. What would you say coming from Canada? What would be the best place to have a meal? That would be so authentically New York.
Yeah.
So now you're getting into talk. But people who watching you now from Japan, who one day plans to go to New York, will say, oh yeah, Yuko, on Yuko's show, she said, this man said that's the best place to eat. Let's find it. Then with your map looking for that place. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
this thing,
Very helpful. Very helpful.
yes, so this Pandora's box, it's called Pandora's box. That's what it is. This
Okay. Pandora's box. Yeah.
open, it's up to you. It's really up to you. You can make it into something awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get halfway and get tired.
That's gonna be, if I started to feel that way, if you see I'm starting to act that way, you can just like, Yuko, chop chop.
Consistency, like I knew that before.
Consistency is so important. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But
You take your time.
yeah.
What do you need? Happiness or to work? So when the world opens and you have hairdressing, if you have already established a time for this life, then you have to put your hairdressing around it, because that is going to bring you joy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you need joy. So you have to decide, okay, I will not. So I have 3 hours on Wednesday or whatever day you choose to do it, how often you choose to do it, that I'm not taking any clients during that time. So you have to decide which one is more important, the clients or this thing you can continue doing for the next 50 years of your life.
Yeah.
You already be a hairdresser, no, but you can always work on this other thing that you love to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so take your time to choose it.
Yep.
Because this is a big box. It maybe look like a little idea, but if you explore it, you will get a lot out of it. A lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because like I find it as I starting to be able to speak better English, I starting to have a desire. I just like, I wanted to connect to people.
saying that. You must stop saying that. You have to stop saying that. Stop saying that.
Okay.
How did you say? I now speak better. I'm
Better English. Yeah. What do I say?
speak better English. No. Don't try that anymore. Leave it alone.
Okay.
Saying that. I have had it here with this.
Oh, you had enough, right?
Talk about it.
I find it okay. I've been interviewing with like so many people, you know, and then I find it's like I want to know about more.
Still making an excuse. I am interviewing so many people, and so you're a way to tell me you're better than you were. You don't tell me that.
Okay.
That is not your place to tell me. You just have to know you are. Because when you tell me or you say live, people that didn't know you couldn't, they wonder, I wonder what she sounded like. So they're not listening to you anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because you have opened a gate for them to go through, by the gate of, I wasn't very good at English, you know. Really? Let me see why she wasn't good. You know. So you're taking people away from where you want them to be, and you're sending them somewhere else by your own words.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's fun to me. The reason I want to start it because I love learning, actually. That's simple things. Yeah.
I want to know more about people.
Yeah.
I want to learn more about people.
Yeah.
So English is
I want to know. I want to know more about people, Donato. Oh my gosh, we've been talking an hour and a half.
so
Finally, Donato show up.
let somebody else tell you, hi, Yuko, your vocabulary has improved. That is for somebody else to tell you. You're not supposed to say, I'm starting to speak better English, so this is why I want to do that. That's rubbish.
Okay.
I that don't know you comes on and I hear this, I'm saying, oh, so right away, whatever you said after that does not matter. Because you opened the door for me to go somewhere else and say, you mentioned never spoke English, I wonder why. So my mind is not listening to you. And you created that diversion for me. So you have to speak what you want me to do.
Yeah.
You have to speak what you want me to follow. So I don't care about your English. My job is, if I wanted to say, oh, Yoko, you know, your English has improved. That is, let somebody else tell that to you. Then telling that to them. That is not
I don't.
No, so
You
just
need to tell.
I want to do the show that I'm asking you for help with, because I just want to explore more possibilities to find out more about the world and people and their origins. Just use words that are stimulating. Make your words sexy. Like you always tell me I make my words sexy. Then you make your words sexy.
Yeah, yeah.
And so don't say your English is starting to get better. It's like you're still at the starting line. You have
It's not sexy at all, right? Isn't it?
you heard the gun, and you're still there. You're like, oh, should I stay?
Oh my gosh.
So this is what it's all about anyway.
Yes, Donato. I'm on a journey to speak sexier, use sexier words or words sexier ways. Tessa's been teaching.
Ah,
I love that. Thank you so much, though, Tessa. I don't want us to take all your time because we're gonna get together on Sunday.
what did I say?
You're both a turn. Oh, it's Donato's have to let the world know he's here. But you know what? I wanted to say, everybody, thank you so much staying this show. And then, sorry, Azine want to join, but today is just, I shouldn't say just, like, Tessa is a special guest. I wanted to just have a time with Tessa. Did I say just again?
I'm not.
I I made a commitment to spend time like Tessa. I want to learn from Tessa. But you know, if you are willing to maybe be on my show, I will be so happy. Although I turned out to be your guest because, you know, I'm not still there yet. But you know, I'll work on it. Azim, thank you.
Just say no. You don't want to do it, just say no.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't you?
Well, the reason that sometimes I don't want to do it because I don't want to waste their time.
Well, then just say, and I don't want to at this time. Say truth. That's all. Just, you don't have to make yourself into a pretzel to get an answer.
But I wanted to spend time with you, Tessa.
No, not that. But if, like, when people come on morning,
Yeah,
and they want to come on, I say no.
yeah,
Just, I tell them I'm sorry.
yeah,
Morning blessing is something very particular.
yes.
It's the same way when somebody comes on the morning blessing and they say, oh, Yoko, I want you on my show. I think that's disrespectful. They should know this is not where you go. DM Yoko.
Mm.
And don't ask her to come on your show because I will not go on your show and do this. So treat others as you want to be treated. You wouldn't like it for me to come on your show and say, Yuko, can you please be a guest on my show? I sent you. No, that conversation should not be happening there. That conversation should be happening on a DM privately with you and Yuko. Respect, even on social media, is really important.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You should learn to respect. That is how others learn, because you are doing this, somebody else is reading it and not paying attention to what the host is saying. And it is not fair, because you wouldn't like it. So when somebody asks me to do something on the morning blessing, like to let them in, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I would rather engage with you, the people in front of you, in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's what I like to do too. So sometimes we read a comment, but it's sometimes like juggling is a little hard. But thank you for just making conversation though. The happy way is the people leave a comment. They started making conversations. They started to cheer each other. I love those things happening.
Yeah, you have to do that, and you have to include them, and you can laugh and cheer.
Yeah.
But people should not be trying to get somebody to come on the live while they are on a live. It's not fair.
Yeah, yeah. Unless just maybe, come on.
Excuse for it. It's a matter of not knowing some etiquette.
Something to, but I was just so happy to spend, I was super happy to spend time with you, Tessa.
No, that's okay. If you wanted to bring him on, that will be fine. I don't care. It's your show, right?
Yeah, but that's okay. I have to go, and then, because I think Evan's coming too, right, to live?
No, I have to go to my course. I'm taking a seminar at 2 o'clock.
Oh, you are? Okay. Well, 2 o'clock, Evan's going to do the live, I believe. but I
Well,
got things to do.
well,
You're taking course. That's good.
I'm taking a course, so let me know what he talked about because I'll miss it.
Oh yeah, I will.
So have fun.
All right. Thank you for your time.
And
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you for the diamonds, Canadian pink diamonds, Tessa.
It was
I got lots of them.
yeah, go Yuko.
Thank you.
You have to let us know when. Right?
All right, just let me know how this show went. I'm sure like people enjoyed. They got lots of Canadian diamonds and pearls. And then one more thing was, what is the other things?
A nugget.
Okay.
Golden nugget.
Nugget, golden nugget.
That's,
right?
That's okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody. Thank you so much, Tessa. You have a great Friday and we'll see you on Sunday, Tessa.
No, that's serious. Tonight I'm on.
Oh yeah. I'll come in. I'll join.
Tomorrow morning. Remember, we have 31 days of gratitude.
Yep. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot. You do 7 days a week.
Yeah, 7 days a week.
Twice
on
yes.
Okay. Twice on Sunday and Saturday. Well, it's twice every day.
I know. I don't know how many videos you made so far.
Videos in a week. I don't even anymore. I feel so bad. So I just stopped. I said, you know what, movement makers, it doesn't matter.
You're like what, number 200 some videos?
Yeah. I was getting into 100. I figured.
Yeah. I'm almost 100. 4 more videos to reach 100 videos. So
loading them up at 170 something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're on top.
You know, because it's over. So have a
wonderful day. Yeah.
Send me a note on what Evan talked about that is so marvelous today.
Yes.
Hey, take care. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye, everyone.